There was nothing scary about the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight. Tuesday, OKC led by 11 at the half. They were up 15 while the Warriors returned the favor and were up 30 at one point in this one as they get the win, a get-right game for the Golden State Warriors, and they blow out the Thunder. Steph Curry, well, that's the fourth straight fourth quarter. He didn't score. Uh-oh. Oh, man.
Red alert.
Fortunately, it didn't matter. Warriors were all over the Thunder, and it all started with Draymond Green here as we welcome everybody to Warriors Postgame Live, presented by Toyota, the Hall of Famer Chris Woolen, NBA champion, former Warrior Darrell Wright, and Dr. Shot, Dr. Hill, Vontae Hill. Draymond Green, 14 points in the first half, and he was flirting with a triple-double. He set the tone in the first quarter.
Yes, Vontae, he set the tone early. He was aggressive. He attacked, so the first half came out scoring. He did a little bit of everything, 2 assists away from another triple-double, but I think Draymond did a great job of being aggressive on both ends of the floor.
Set the tone early, aggressive with 14 points, efficient, 6 of 8 from the field, and just made great decisions. And like you said, Vontae and Darrell, basically had a triple-double in half the game.
No doubt. 11 points in the first quarter to go along with 4 rebounds. He's standing by with Fitz and Buki.
Well, Draymond Green was the impetus to this Warrior victory, whether it was scoring, rebounding, assists, and the usual phenomenal defense. But your day was made earlier when Michigan State took care of Michigan. You brought all that energy tonight.
Absolutely. It's a great win for my Spartans. Kenneth Walker is the Heisman. Jaden Reed made huge plays. Peyton Thorne stuck in there after 2 interceptions on the first drive. Defense stepped up big. I had to bring that energy here.
I love it. And your energy is so contagious, and you're setting the tone early every single night. The push in transition is back for you. Well, it probably never left, but anytime you get a rebound, anytime you get the outlet, your push is so good because you're such a great decision maker. How important do you think that is for this team, the way you push it like that?
I think it's very important. It sets the tone, it gets the pace at the pace that we want the game to be at, and that's what I bring to this team. It also allows our shooters to get out in space and for me to make plays. So if I continue to push the ball like that, it's tough for the defense to get set up. And if you can't get set against Steph Curry, and the shooters that we have, it's tough to defend.
Now, you're looking for your own offense a little bit more. Your shot looks great, and you're really attacking teams. If they're going to double and play you only for your brilliant passing, you're making them pay in terms of putting it in the bucket.
Yeah, I'm just getting back comfortable with the mindset of scoring the basketball. I think didn't have that mindset for so long. Kind of got to tap back into it. So just getting more and more comfortable, trying to make sure I stay consistently aggressive.
How do you feel about your defense as a team right now? Obviously, you got super high standards, but as a team, intensity-wise, you guys were on it tonight pretty much the whole game as far as the scouting report, making sure you're not closing out like crazy to guys that can't shoot it. You guys tried the zone a lot tonight. That worked. How are you feeling about the defense?
I think our defense is doing good, and we continue to get better each and every night. I think there are some things that we can clean up on from a focus standpoint, but for the most part, I think the intensity on that side of the ball and the intent is there.
So 10 years in the league, I know you're proud of that. You've been just an amazing story, but there are more chapters to be written, Draymond. Clay coming back, Wiseman coming back, and the continued growth of this team. I think there's a few more chapters in the Draymond Green story.
Definitely. It's far from over. Got to continue to get better, continue to try to build a Hall of Fame resume, and continue to try to win championships. But with those two guys coming back, I like our team right now. You add those 2 guys in, Wiseman as a lob threat, which I always say having a lob threat at the rim is just like adding another shooter to the floor from a spacing standpoint. And then obviously adding Clay, who's one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen. That spacing speaks for itself.
Speaking of threat at the rim, you tried to end someone tonight. That Steph ball screen, you almost had it. How much do you enjoy that play? It's so good. You guys put it at the exact right time because no one expects Steph to set that ball screen, and bigs guard, you can't guard it.
We like to go to that at times when they fall asleep. I wanted to dunk that one. He caught me pretty good across the face, so I couldn't see anymore. But just tried to go aggressive and get the foul at least.
Hey, tremendous game, tremendous day for you. The daddy Draymond in real life, and you're also raising some youngsters on the Dubs as well. This is going to be a fun year, and you're a big part of it as always. We appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
All right, that is the one and only Draymond Green, who was so critical to the Warrior win. 5-1, and bring on the Hornets on Wednesday night.
And the Warriors have had 3 days to prepare for the Hornets Wednesday night. They get tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday off. And LaMelo Ball and Mikal Bridges will be in town to take on the Warriors, who are 5-1. It'll be the third game of this 8-game homestand here. And tonight they got off to a hot start. And then in the third quarter, they really put it on the OKC Thunder for the second straight time.
I thought they did a good job in the first half and the second half, having that carryover. And a big part of that has to do with OKC coming off a big win for them. So they knew they had to come out here, attention to detail. Right here, Steph Curry just getting to his shots. It's still amazing that people just really don't guard him like that.
Well, OKC, a lot of these clips, they're sitting in the zone. And the Warriors did a good job of getting the ball in the middle of the zone or penetrating, opened up those perimeter shots in rhythm. And I know Bonte mentioned Steph Curry. You know, he didn't score in the fourth quarter again. That's a big problem we have here.
Yeah.
He's not clutch, Mully. He's not clutch
At all.
But he didn't play in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Hey, look, OKC 14 points tonight in the third quarter. Remember last time out against OKC, they scored 39 points in the second half. Tonight, 38 points in the second half for OKC. So the defense was turned up for the Golden State Warriors. Also, OKC, just a young and a bad basketball team. Let's just be real.
And I think one of the biggest things they did, they didn't close out too far. You know, that first game, they were closing out to their chest, running them off the three-point line. This game, I felt like they gave them more dare shots. Like, you got to beat us up around the perimeter. So I thought they did a better job with guarding the three-point line and closing out short to those guys.
Well, Darrell, you know what Dr. Shots like to call these games? Get right games.
Get right games,
get
baby.
right.
Get right games. Injected it to my veins, baby.
But you still have to go out there and execute the game plan. Because we saw OKC, the first game they played in OKC, they put up 59 in the first half. 5 back cuts. Steve Kerr went through all the things that they lost focus on defensively. Since that first half of 59, the next 3 halves, they've scored 39, 44, and 38.
Wow.
So the attention to detail was there, and that's what you have to do. That's progression. That's getting better. Again, this team's still growing, and they've got all these new plays that they've added, and now they're 5-1. That's a great start.
Yes. No doubt about that. And we saw some of the youngsters here tonight. We'll talk about it a little later. Moses Moody, and of course the debut of Jonathan Kuminga. Let's look at the team stat comparison here. The turnovers. We kept talking about turnovers. Well, the Warriors. Is that correct? There are 21 turnovers tonight? I got the Warriors now for 16.
Okay, I'm going to make a change here.
Hold on.
The OKC field goal percentage, 36%.
There you go.
And 20% from 3.
There you go.
And as you stated, that's attention to detail on defense, and that's also a young, rebuilding team in OKC Thunder that's not ready to win yet.
And the Warriors, they really took care of the basketball tonight. I know it was 16, but it got sloppy there in the fourth quarter. And that's the key for this team. Take care of the basketball. They got the 30 assists, Darrell, but the